As someone who tours with jazz bands, I spend a lot of time improvising, and I've realized that the best speakers also do the same. Thinking on your feet isn't about being fast, it's about presence. And just like jazz, it's the ability to stay grounded and respond in real time and still land your message that sets you apart. Perhaps you excel in your field, but when it comes to spontaneous speech, you falter, you freeze, you rush, you over-explain, you walk away from the meeting or pitch thinking, why didn't I say that better? This is common, especially in high-stakes, formal environments. Meetings with senior leaders can be particularly challenging. Presenting to judges, speaking in rooms where authority matters, the nerves creep in, your voice tightens, you lose connection with your ideas. This video is for people like you, high-level thinkers who want to sound as clear and as composed and confident as they really are. And the unexpected key? Jazz. So here's tip number 1. Yes and. Handle the unexpected like a pro. Let's start with what throws you off in the moment. A challenging question. A tech failure. A blank mind. Most people resist those moments. They tense up or go into overdrive. But jazz musicians and great speakers do something different. They say yes, and it means I expect what's happening and I build on it. So a practical tip would be, for instance, when you're caught off guard, pause, acknowledge the moment, and bridge to your message. So for example, yes, that's a good point, and here's another angle to consider. Yes, I lost my train of thought, and I'll circle back to that once I've got in touch with that next idea. This approach does two things. It keeps the energy moving forward. It shows composure under pressure. Here's a simple exercise. Yes and drill. With a colleague or by yourself, pick random topics and respond with yes and. The goal isn't to be clever, it's to stay in motion. So even saying, yes, that question caught me off guard and I would appreciate the chance to think it through, is more powerful than freezing or apologizing. Tip 2, presence and flow. So don't think faster, breathe deeper. How do you stay grounded enough to use yes and in the moment? The answer is presence. In jazz, musicians don't rely on pre-planned solos. They listen deeply to each other, to the rhythm, to the room. Presence is what allows improvisation to feel fluid, not frantic. In speaking, presence starts with the body, with the breath, with attention. Here's a practical tip. Before any speaking situation, place your feet flat on the ground. Inhale slowly through the nose. Let your shoulders drop with the out-breath. And speak your first sentence on the exhale. This grounds your nervous system. You stop chasing the perfect thought and start inhibiting your voice. Quick reset exercise. 1, 2, 3, grounding breath. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 6. Say one simple sentence aloud while keeping that grounded breath. Repeat 3 times. This connects your voice to your body and your message to the moment. Presence isn't about being relaxed. It's about being available to yourself, your audience, and the moment. Tip number 3, structure is freedom. Use it to speak with authority. Let's talk about the backbone of improvisation, which is structure. One of the biggest myths about jazz is, and impromptu speaking actually, is that it's all made up. In reality, jazz musicians practice scales. They practice chords and progressions endlessly. They know the structure. That's what lets them improvise with freedom. In speaking, your scales are your frameworks. So 2 powerful ones. Number 1 is prep. So prep stands for point, reason, evidence, and then point again. So great for answering questions or giving opinions under pressure. The other one is CAR, challenge, action, result. Perfect for telling concise, compelling stories, especially in interviews or presentations. Let's say you asked, Why should your team lead this project? You might respond, point. I believe our team is the right choice. The reason? We've already delivered 2 similar initiatives under pressure. Evidence? For example, last quarter, we led X with a 30% turnaround in I. Point again. That's why we're ready to lead this next phase. That's clarity, that's confidence, and that's structure doing its job. Exercise. Here we go. Take one challenging topic, something you're likely to be asked about. Practice answering it using prep out loud. Record it, play it back, refine. This kind of practice turns chaos into clarity. Thinking on your feet isn't about being clever, it's about being present. It's not about memorizing the perfect script. It's about trusting your structure and your voice. Like jazz, confident speaking is a blend of preparation and play, of grounded breath and flexible thinking, of saying, yes, this is the moment, and I know how to meet it. You don't need to be louder, you need to be anchored. And when you are, people don't just hear you, they believe you. If you'd like to work with me one-to-one, get in touch in the comments or get in touch in the description of the video. Speak soon.